Let me ask you something personal, man to man. Are you over 60 and starting to feel different? Maybe your energy isn't what it used to be. Your hands and feet get colder than they used to. And when it comes to intimacy, things have changed, not dramatically maybe, but just enough to notice. It's not your fault. These are normal shifts in circulation, metabolism, and hormone levels that happen as we age. But what if I told you, there's a way to gently support your blood flow, energy, and yes, even your performance in the bedroom, using something as simple as this. No prescriptions. No miracle pills. No strange supplements shipped from overseas. Just one small change, backed by real science, that most men overlook every single day. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to use baking soda the right way, to support healthier blood vessels, improve oxygen delivery, and help you feel more like the man you remember. I know this might sound a little far-fetched. I did too at first. But once you understand how this simple substance affects your body's pH and blood flow, you'll see just how powerful it can be. Stick around. You don't want to miss this. Hi, I'm Dr. James Whitaker. I've spent the last 25 years working closely with men over 60, helping them overcome the most frustrating part of aging, feeling like your body's slowly losing its spark. Circulation slows down, energy dips, and intimacy often becomes a silent struggle. But I'm here to tell you, that decline isn't inevitable. You see, most men don't realize how central circulation is to every part of their health, not just for heart function or stamina, but for performance and confidence in the bedroom too. If blood isn't flowing where it needs to go, your energy drops, your muscles weaken, and yes, intimacy suffers. The good news is, the body is responsive. Even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond, you can support healthier blood flow and improve how you feel daily, without medication. And this right here, baking soda, is one of the most overlooked natural ways to help. Now, I'm not talking about some internet fad. I'm talking about how baking soda, when used correctly, helps balance your blood pH, improves oxygen delivery, and acts as a mild vasodilator, meaning it gently opens up your blood vessels to improve flow. It's simple, it's inexpensive, and when used the right way, it can make a real difference. In just a moment, I'll explain the science, the dosage, and what to expect. But first, let's talk about why circulation, especially after 60, is the missing link most men never hear about. Let's talk about what's really going on under the surface, why circulation tends to slow down after 60, and how baking soda fits into the bigger picture. As we age, our bodies produce less nitric oxide, a molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and widen. This means blood has a harder time reaching your muscles, your brain, and yes, even your more private parts. That's why you might feel colder, more tired, and less responsive during intimacy. At the same time, your body naturally becomes more acidic due to stress, processed food, medications, and even just breathing. When your blood becomes too acidic, circulation becomes sluggish. Your cells don't get the oxygen they need, and energy production slows down. Now here's where baking soda comes in. When you take just a small amount, about half a teaspoon in water, it helps to neutralize excess acid in the bloodstream. This balances your pH, which supports more efficient oxygen use and keeps your blood vessels more flexible. Even better, baking soda can act as a mild vasodilator, helping your vessels to open just enough to encourage smoother, stronger blood flow. That means better circulation from head to toe, including where it matters most. It's not a magic fix and it doesn't work overnight. But for many men I've worked with, this tiny daily habit creates big changes: warmer limbs, more energy, clearer thinking, and yes, a noticeable difference in the bedroom. Let me show you exactly how to use it safely, because that's just as important as knowing why it works. Now, let's get into the most important part: how to use baking soda safely and effectively. You don't need much, and more is definitely not better. Start with just half a teaspoon of baking soda. Mix it into a full glass of water, about 8 to 10 ounces. Drink it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. This gives your body the best chance to absorb and respond without interference from food. I recommend starting with this routine just 3 times a week, say Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That gives your body time to adjust. After 2 weeks, you can decide whether to increase it to 4 or 5 times per week, but you don't need it daily to feel a difference. Now here's a key detail: make sure your baking soda is aluminum-free. Most brands are, but check the label. It's a small step that ensures purity and avoids any unnecessary additives. If you find that baking soda causes a little bloating or gas at first, don't worry, that's common. To make it gentler on the stomach and better tasting, try adding a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. This combination also helps trigger gentle digestion support. But remember, while baking soda is natural, it's not for everyone. If you have kidney disease, are on dialysis, or take medications for high blood pressure, it's best to consult your doctor first. Used wisely, baking soda can be a powerful tool. But like any tool, it works best when handled with care. Once you've been using baking soda consistently for a few weeks, you may start to notice some subtle but important changes, the kind that quietly improve your daily life without making a big scene. First, many men notice their hands and feet feel warmer. That's a good sign your circulation is improving. Your blood is flowing more freely to the places it used to struggle to reach. You might also feel a lift in your energy levels. Not a jolt like caffeine, but a steady, more dependable fuel throughout your day. That's because better blood flow means more oxygen is reaching your cells, including your brain and muscles. Some men report clearer thinking, sharper focus, easier decision-making, and even improved mood. That's all connected to circulation as well. When your brain gets more oxygen, it simply functions better. And of course, the benefit most men are hoping for, improved intimacy. With better blood flow, you may start to feel more confident and capable again. Reactions are stronger, more reliable, and more satisfying, for both you and your partner. It doesn't happen overnight. But over time, many men feel a renewed sense of vitality, like they've turned back the clock a few years, or gotten back a part of themselves they thought was gone. And all of that, from one small habit, one simple glass of water with baking soda, done consistently, safely, and with purpose. Now, before you jump in, let me be upfront, because I believe honesty builds trust, and that matters at this stage in life. Baking soda is not a miracle cure. You won't feel like a 25-year-old tomorrow. This is about making small, sustainable changes that gradually support your body's natural functions. You might not notice anything the first day, or even the first week. For most men, it's after 10 to 14 days of consistent use that things begin to shift. Warmer extremities, steadier energy, less fatigue. Around that time, you might also notice improvements in your mood, sleep, and yes, intimate performance. It won't be drastic, but it may feel like your body is waking up again. But here's the key, you have to be consistent, not perfect. That half teaspoon in the morning is simple, but only if you treat it like a habit, not a one-time trick. And remember, results vary. Some men see strong results in 2 to 3 weeks. Others, especially if they've been inactive or on medication, may take longer. That's perfectly normal. This isn't a race, it's about progress. Finally, baking soda works best as part of a bigger picture, staying active, staying hydrated, and eating foods that support circulation like leafy greens, beets, and healthy fats. Let's take a moment to recap what we've covered, because by now you understand this isn't just about baking soda. It's about taking back control of your health, your energy, and your confidence, starting with one small, natural habit. Here's what we now know. After 60, circulation often slows. That affects your energy, focus, body temperature, and even your performance in intimate moments. It's not your fault, it's biology. But it doesn't have to stay that way. Baking soda, just half a teaspoon in water 3 to 5 times a week, can help gently balance your blood pH, support oxygen delivery, and encourage healthier blood flow throughout your body. Safely, naturally, inexpensively. And the best part? You don't need to turn your whole life upside down to feel a difference. Just commit to this simple daily action, and give your body a chance to respond. Now here's what I suggest. Try it for the next 2 weeks. Stick to the safe dosage. Pay attention to how you feel. Warmer hands. Better focus. More vitality. Write it down if you want, even small changes matter. If you're ready to feel stronger, clearer, and more like the man you remember, it starts with that first glass of water. That first step. You've got nothing to lose, and a stronger, more confident version of yourself to regain. Try it. Stay consistent. And see what happens.